Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. It's about 6 o'clock, 10:11, Friday, about 65 degrees. Boy, I can't see that worth a hoot. There, that's a little better. So, 6:05, 10:11, Friday, about 65, 66 degrees. What am I up to today? Today, I worked last night. This was only a 2-day run this week. So, just worked 2 12-hour nights. 24 hours. I'm off Friday night and Saturday night because I got a flea market to go to tomorrow, and I just wanted to get up a little early and get something done. I always try to get something done every day. So what I did is on the way home, I picked up a shelf. I already had 2 brackets. On Wednesday, I picked up 2 more, and I just popped that up just to show you where I am. This is the normal, right, the shop area, and that's the door that heads down to the driveway. So this is the door that's, normally opened first. So once again, I wanted to get that done. I feel like if with the garage I get something done every day, every other day, if I move it forward just a little bit every week, right, before I know it, I'll actually have some place that I could get some work done. So that's first of all. This week, so far, I didn't buy any 3-wheelers or 4-wheelers, so I feel pretty good about that. It's starting to it's cloudy out and kind of dark, so I just emptied this out from my last flea market sale. As a matter of fact, this went to it. This flea market is at a local, I guess I call it a private airport, though planes don't seem to land there anymore. What they do is for boats, there are actually 2 runways, so it's a fair-sized airport. They set up, I don't know, 500, 800 vendors there. I don't think it quite gets to 1,000, but it's a good-sized market. This place has the garage sale, 2 garage sales, which normal people show up with garage sale stuff. So it's kind of like going to 500 garage sales in a row, and they do that twice a year. They do that in the spring and fall. That has already passed. As a matter of fact, that was the last time I was there. Then for like Labor Day weekend, Memorial Day weekend, this is Columbus Day weekend. They normally have I guess I'm going to call it new stuff. They normally, most of the folks there have factory overruns. You have all the Asian folks, the Chinese folks, with the boxes of screwdrivers and children's toys and dollar batteries, the dollar people, I guess. There's quite a few of those. I personally go because a few garage sale types do manage to come in, and a lot of times they get a halfway decent deal there. Sometimes people will bring an estate, the outcome, the stuff from an estate sale, or some folks, their parents are moving to Florida. They're tired of the Northeast. You can see the leaves are already down. We really haven't had any cold weather, but the leaves are down. So folks get tired of it here, and they want to move south, so they got to get rid of their prized possessions or crap, depending on how you look at it. So that stuff is all shows up there. That's normally where the better deals come from, because people who want to clear out, typically they'll throw a blanket, a rug, a tarp on the ground, and they'll put a load of crap on it, and the right side is $1, the left side's $5, and you go at it. Normally the $5 stuff, it's a little easier to get a deal on. Sometimes with the $1 stuff, you could get 6 pieces for $5. I mean, that's tomorrow's gig. Today's gig was to wake up and try to get a shelf up. In the meantime, I've been thinking about this place. It's gonna be hard to see because it's now getting dark. You can see the sun is already down. I don't know if this camera, how well it's going to adjust, but I kind of want to start progressing beyond the 25% point. I want to kind of get beyond where all I have is this one little area to work. I'd really like to keep moving. I'd like to get to the 50% range, 75% range, and you know what, that really shouldn't be that hard to do. This thing ran when I drove it up here. It got here because I drove it here. It wasn't towed here, the Easy Go. At this point I got to throw a battery into it, rebuild the carburetor again, actually do some work on the fuel system. This thing needs a fuel turn-off so I can run the carburetor out. I also have to check it to make sure the battery's charging properly. Then this thing should be a 100% unit. I should be able to just come up here, turn the key, and fire it up. I've also done quite a few rebuilds of these type of carburetors, and now I know what to look for. There's that little idle circuit with the little ball in it. You got to make sure that little ball is free. It's typically hidden behind a little phenolic cube. So you pull the phenolic cube, make sure that ball is free, make sure that passage is clear, and normally things are a lot better. So that's this guy. So if I can open up that door and drive this guy out, that more or less frees up this whole area. What I have is a bunch of boxes of crap that's just kind of sitting on things. Well, hence the shelves, right? If I can fill the shelves up properly, not just cram them full of crap, I should be able to get a lot of this loose stuff done. And then once again, the remainder, try to get it up in the up here in the loft. Look at that, the attic door is even closed. But if I get the stuff up in the loft and get it cleaned up, once again, this place will be moving along fairly well. I can probably even get to the point where perhaps I can have two things going on. I can have the golf cart sitting here, and I could be working on it and ordering parts for it and so forth, and then Big Red could be over there, and when Big Red's done, then the Bolins could come in and go over there, and I could keep progressing. The way I am now, I spend too much time moving things and too much time looking for things to really be effective. If I'm going to do this, if I'm going to play with all these toys, if I'm going to make the most of my hoard, I actually have to get more efficient at working on this stuff. I can't spend half the day looking for something or half the day making a spot so I can work on it. I have to be able to open the door and roll it in, jack it up, so have the jack handy, not located already holding something up, and just be able to go to it. That's the efficient way. When you see like Musty One, one of the suggestions he made was cleaning up. Make sure you clean up every night, or clean up before you get started on the next project. Obviously, a very wise thing to do. Then you know where your tools are, right? You can find them. You don't need to spend a half hour searching. Part of the reason why I have this huge hoard of everything is because a lot of times I'll be doing a project and I'll say, oh, I need a 10 millimeter wrench, and I'm at a flea market and I'll buy every 10 millimeter wrench I could find, and gradually they get dispersed throughout the horde, and then I can't find the 10 millimeter, so then I'll buy another bunch of 10 millimeters. Well, eventually I'll get to the point where I clean up and I discover, look at me, I have 100 10 millimeter wrenches, but I have no 12s and no 8s and no 13s. So you know, it's I need to get things, you know, put away once again where they belong, so I can find my stuff. And remember where it is and get used to it being someplace, and then when I need it I could just reach my hand out, grab it, and go on. Alright, enough talking about what I'm doing and not doing. I'll probably have a video up tomorrow for the flea market. Hopefully I do find some interesting stuff there, and then I hope to get some of this stuff moving. I think it's supposed to be dry for the weekend. I mean, little things like this guy. I want to get those back tires off. That front tire there is junk anyway. I want to get the back tires off, and I'd really like to. I'm not ready to completely tear this thing apart and call it dead yet, particularly the drive chain. I think I could get running, and I think I could get it running well. The front end is crap, but that's an interesting drive chain, right? Shaft drive, 250 ES motor, 5-speed automatic clutch. The exhaust is there. It's just a matter of, I think the carburetor's even there and even in decent shape. That's easy enough to, yeah, I think the carburetor's all ready to go. So, you know, I mean, a rock solid drive chain. That goes on a Big Red, or that's a TRX 250, one of those lumber wagon types. Anyway, a good rock solid drive chain like that make excellent plow, excellent for a golf cart, excellent to save for a Big Red. So, but I need to store it properly, and I'd rather not have it take up half my garage. So I think I have a place for that in the barn. I'll put it in the back of the pickup truck. You know, anyway, cleaning up. My battery's about dead, so I gotta run. Folks, live, love, and have a great time. We'll catch you on the next episode of The Horde. Between now and then, go to a flea market, spend some money, have some fun. Take your wife out to dinner, drink a beer, or have a Mike's. You know, remember, enjoy life. It's too short, and before we all know it, it will be over. So enjoy the heck out of it. Thanks for watching, subscribing, and commenting.